Oh my god. Why does this always happen? I'm sorry, I muted myself. Okay, sorry. Hello. God. I thought I'd stop doing that, but hello. I know the last time thank you for the sub. I know the last time I streamed, it was with Jump King, and I'm sure some of you know, Rain Ho secured the victory. Thank you, Rain. She's amazing. I'm very happy about that. I know I forgot to unmute myself. Listen, in my defense, it's been like a week, okay? But hi, good morning or evening. It's noon for me. Yeah, Team Pathetic. I totally got carried, but I did something. I got farther than people expected. Even Connor will admit it. So it's like noon. I woke up like an hour and a half ago, and I know for VTuber Takeover Week, I'm supposed to stream for like 2 hours or more, but I forgot I made plans today. I made a reservation at like a themed cafe I've been trying to get into for a while. Yeah, I'm only able to really chat for an hour, but I'm thinking later on when I go back to working, I'm probably gonna do like a late night work stream. Late night, depending on where exactly you're located. I'm not sure what time zone everyone's in right now. I'm like, give me 1 second, I have to turn the AC on. Gosh, I'm nervous, but some of you may know, I went to Malaysia last weekend. Also, let me know if the background music is too low or too loud. Again, it's been a while. Those of you who are watching at like 5 a.m., thank you. But also, I'm so deeply worried for your sleep schedule. I want to talk about Malaysia. It's the very first time I've ever been to Southeast Asia. I feel like I've said that like 17 times over the past week, but I have to reiterate it. Oh, you can't hear it? Let me raise it up. Yeah, I feel like I've been saying that a lot, but it's because it's exciting and it's true. Can I make a video about it? Okay, so I went with my friend Daru, who is also a Geeks Plus employee. And okay, let me start from the beginning. I do have an hour after all. Oh, thank you for the sub. Oh wait, hang on. Hello, Emily. 7 months. Oh my god, wait. Oh wait, it's too loud. Lord, this stream is scuffed. I got approved for a massive surgery in January. I'm very happy and excited. Ah, that's so good to hear. I hope it goes well. I hope it goes well and safely. But congratulations on getting approved. Okay, what sleep? The music's a bit loud. Okay, well, maybe I have to turn up my mic. But let me start from the beginning. So this was sort of like a interesting okay, so let's be fair. I don't really believe in fate, but I do believe in very happy coincidences. But I don't know, maybe after this trip I do. But so Daru is a Geeks Plus employee who's also Malaysian, and we had a conversation a few months ago where she was like, hey, would you ever be interested in going to Malaysia? Because she had been wanting to go back home and see her family because she hadn't been able to since the pandemic. And I said, yeah, I'd totally be down. If I ever had an opportunity to go, I would take it for sure. She's like, okay, that's good to know. And she said, well, if you ever go, take me with you because I want to show you all of the food and fun places. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll keep that in mind. Not even like a week later. I want to say like a few days later. Oh, thank you for the sub. I can't pronounce that name. Asaraf KP. You're not late. Don't worry. I just started. But what happened? Not even a week later. AniManGaki, which is a pretty large con in Malaysia, had reached out. And they were like, hey, you want to come guest at this con? And I was like, wow, Daru, what's happening? So, you know, that was an easy answer. Like, yes, of course. I'd love to go. It's time for the story to go wrong for some part. What do you mean? So I decided, yeah, I want to go. And actually it was happening right after I came back from oh my god, came back from Australia. I can't fucking speak right now. I'm so sorry. It's no, I didn't forget my shorts this time. I remember to wear everything. So yeah, I've done quite a fair bit of traveling the past few weeks. I had to go to Australia. And language, I know, I'm sorry. It's the morning for me, okay? I haven't finished my coffee. No, don't. Sorry. This is a family-friendly cafe. Okay. Why am I getting nervous? What was I saying? Okay, I haven't even gotten into like the part where I talk about the con. Anyways, I went to Australia. I reunited with some friends I haven't gotten to like see in quite a while, including Maz, Sultan, Alex's Corner, you know, the whole Aussie gang. Thank you for the hydrate. Yeah, it was so nice. It was so good to see everyone again. And then right afterwards, I came back to Japan for literally 2 days, and right in between then happened to be Jump King. Listen, everything lined up pretty much perfectly. As perfect as it possibly could. But I did the Jump King stream, but I hadn't slept because I wanted to make sure I didn't miss it. So then after the Jump King stream, I packed, and then I got on my flight to Malaysia, and then I landed in Malaysia. So this is like the 25th? Yeah. So I landed in Malaysia, and at this point, it's like midnight / 1 in the morning. I got picked up by, some of the con staff, like Felix, John, and Yen Yen. I don't think they're watching right now, but if they are, hello. Thank you for picking me up and dropping me off at the airport. I very much appreciate it. And also, Shirahama-sensei happened to be on the same flight as me, and I had no idea, but she got picked up too at the same time. And you know what? Hold on. Before I get into it, let me gas up the other guests really quick. What con is it for? It is an anime convention in Malaysia. So Shirahama-sensei is a mangaka, and she did, what'd she make? Witch Hat Atelier? I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right. Witch Hat Atelier. Admittedly, I have not read it, but I have seen it on the shelves at Kinokuniya, so I do want to pick it up next time I'm there because the art is beautiful. Her art is gorgeous. Let me just, hold on. Let me pull this up real quick. Give me 1 second. Before I talk about the con in general, let me just tell you about the guests, because there were like, I think like 3 or 4 other guests, but they were all incredibly sweet. They honestly made the experience like so good for me. It was great. Did I see pretty things there? I did. Hang on, let me pull up Shirahama-sensei's work, because let me just show you. Let me just wait. Let me make myself smaller real quick. Boop, 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 boop. Okay. All right. Take a look. Take a. I hope I click on the right one. Yeah. Okay. Everyone, her work is so pretty. I got to catch one of her panels, which was a live drawing stream. But yeah, her work is beautiful. Let me just find the drawing that she did for AniManGaki. Look, I got to see her draw this live. Isn't it pretty? But yeah, her art's beautiful. Witch Hat Atelier Pug. Yeah, I was really nervous around her actually, because my Japanese is not good. Like, it's not good enough for me to feel comfortable like starting a conversation, you know? So I got really nervous, but she was so unbelievably sweet and cute. And there was one night where I did a signing for I think like 3 hours. I have when it comes to like signings, I have a very completionist attitude where I'm like, no, I have to make it to the end of the line. So she had a translator. Several of the staff actually at the con could speak pretty fluent Japanese, so they were there to help interpret. But there was on one of the nights, I think it was day 1, I had to sign for like 3 hours, and it wasn't too tiring. No, it was pretty tiring, but I had a good time. But I didn't know that Shirahama-sensei had seen that, but the very next day she turned to me and she was like, Emiri-san. And I'm like, hi. And she goes, Otsukare-sama deshita. Like, good work. And I'm like, what? For what? For what? And she's like, oh, you signed a lot. And I'm like, oh, thank you. And that made me so happy. Oh, I got acknowledged by Shirahama-sensei. Anyways, yes, I was very happy about that. If I recall, wasn't your birthday on one of the convention days, Emirichu? It was! I will get into that. Hold on. I'm going a little out of order, but right now I'm just talking about the guests. Anyways, second guest is MindaRyn, whose work I also was not super familiar with before meeting her, but she is an Anisong singer, and I believe she sang the second opening of season 2 for that Reincarnated as a Slime anime. If I remember, I have not seen that anime, but I have listened to the song, and I do very much enjoy it. Amy got noticed by Senpai. This is MindaRyn! She is, she's also very incredible. I got to watch her sing. She performed on one of the nights, and she was amazing! She has an incredible voice! Ugh! What is this? I hope Malaysia was nice to you. As a Malaysian, not gonna lie, I was worried when you announced coming here. Why were you worried? I had a great time. The hospitality was amazing. But yeah, I met MindaRyn. She was very nice. She's adorable. She's so sweet. I loved watching her perform. But yeah. This is a night that she was performing. You can't. I'm off in like the corner, like watching in awe. But she was so good. And she was so nice. Unfortunately, I didn't get to we didn't get to interact too much because she had to leave after day 1. But the few interactions I did get, she was extremely sweet, very nice. After day 1, we all took a bunch of group pictures. It was so sweet. Okay, it was great. She was super nice. All right, and we're gonna get to guest number 3. Now, unlike MindaRyn and Shirahama-sensei, the third guest, their work I was already familiar with before, so I was actually really excited to meet them. Okay, do you guys know who RandoWis is? Give me one second. Let me pull this up. Okay, you guys know who this is, right? If not, let me introduce you to their oh yeah, he has COVID. Rip. But yeah, I met him as well. He makes extremely funny comics. I was actually very surprised when he was announced because I was like, wait, I know that person. I know their work. I like send their comics to some of my friends sometimes because they're really funny. But yeah, his work is really good. You guys know how much I love like detailed facial expressions. So, you know, these comics are right up my alley. But oh wait, no, hold on, let me scroll past that. That's not very say-so. Yeah, he makes comics like this. And it's super funny. Browsing Twitter on stream, very brave. I know, thank you. I'm so brave. But yeah, his art's really cool. Definitely, you know, check all these guests out. I recommend. He also has a really good webcomic series called We Live in an MMO. It's really good. Yes. So I met all 3 of them, I think, over the course of like, wait, no. I met MindaRyn before day 1. Yeah, so I met them all before the convention actually started. And they were all really nice. And, all right, so, okay, now that I'm done gassing everybody up, let me talk about just how the scheduling went down, because there was sort of an itinerary. Oh, what's going on? Oh, thank you for the sub, Blue Buckaroo. Okay, so on the 26th, well, actually, when I landed, I was so freaking tired because I have a really hard time sleeping on the plane. I don't know if anyone else has this issue, but sleeping on the plane is incredibly uncomfortable. I think because I don't really do well, like, sitting upright or sleeping upright. So as soon as I landed, I was like, what is it? Daru was like, oh, are you hungry? Do you want to eat? Or would you rather head straight to the hotel and sleep? And I was like, oh, I'm kind of tired, but I could eat. Yeah, I have some energy in me. How long of a flight is that? Oh, it's 7 hours. So for a flight from Narita Airport to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur is around 7 hours, I believe. So I didn't really sleep much on the plane at all. And God, I should have prepared like pictures. They're all on my phone, but I'm probably gonna make like a short video about it anyway. So you'll see it then. You'll just have to go off of my descriptions. But the car ride from the airport to the mamak? What's it called? Mamak? The little like the like 24-hour stand things with the food that where you can sit. Mamak, yeah. So the mamak near the hotel was like 40 minutes away from the airport, and I was like, yeah, I can last. Yeah, luckily I didn't experience jet lag. My tiredness was literally just because I had stayed up for the Jump King stream. So don't worry, I had 0 jet lag. I was just exhausted because I had not slept in nearly like 24 hours. But yeah, so I was so tired in the car. And then by the time we got to the mamak, I walked out and I could barely keep my eyes open. But I still ended up eating. I ordered like, forgive me, I'm not going to remember the names of everything I ate, but it was like a roti plate. I'll describe it. Let me know if you know what it's called. I had like a roti plate with garlic and cheese on it. It was like 4 slices of it. It was delicious. And there was like 3 little pockets of curry. One was like a minty sauce. The other was like a green... Oh, naan! It was... Sorry, not roti. It was cheese naan. I had cheese garlic naan with a bunch of curry sauces. And it was very delicious. But it definitely made me even more tired. Yeah, mint chutney. What is it? Dal and curry? Yeah, exactly. So I ate that, and then I think I just knocked myself out into a food coma because right afterwards, I forgot to mention juice in a bag. I don't know why I'm so obsessed with this concept, but I ordered juice and they served it to me in a bag, in like a bowl with a straw. It's so funny. I loved it. Canada moment. Yeah, I had juice in a bag. I don't know what it's called. Ikatepi? What? The whole time, is that not a Capri Sun? I kept calling it juice in a bag. You know, it's like a plastic bag and they just fill it with juice and ice and then they stick a straw in it. It's got a little handle. I told the con staff that it reminded me of like when you buy a pet goldfish or like when you get a goldfish at like a festival. It comes in that bag with the handle. That's exactly what it came in. But yeah, it was a takeaway thing. Anyways, it was pretty good actually. I don't know if the bag, if the way it was presented to me made it taste better, but I think because it was so new, I was like, oh, I like this. Fish juice bag, yum. But yes, afterwards I checked into my hotel and I passed out because I was extremely tired. And then the very next day was August 26th, which was, I want to say, day 0, the day before the con. And that day, I woke up and I went with Rando and Daru and John. And John was our driver for most of the con. Thank you, Very Poppy, for the sub. What was I saying? Yeah, we went to Batu Caves. That was my yeah Batu Caves. It's like there's like huge caves with like a temple, and there's a ton of monkeys, and there's a bajillion steps that are all colorful and gorgeous, and there's a bunch of pigeons. KL traffic must have been fun to experience, right? Oh, we'll get into that, don't you worry. I did climb all the steps. So I ended up having to buy one of those like skirt wraps because the dress I was wearing was not good for the steps, because it's an AMG crew lurking in the chat. Oh god, are they? I met Connor's brothers in Malaysia. Yeah, I didn't realize the steps were so steep, but also I don't own anything that goes past my knees because my wardrobe is very much still like a Californian wardrobe. I have to buy it. I have to buy long sleeve and pants before the winter comes in Japan, or else I'm gonna be screwed. But yeah, I had to buy one of those skirt wrap thingies, which was a godsend actually, because like, you know, now people can't look up your skirt. But I tied that around my waist and then I walked up all the steps. It actually was not that bad. Like, my thighs definitely hurt a bit afterwards, but you know, I was able to like go up all the way. Does California just not have winter? I mean, we do technically, but it's not that cold. Like, you can wear a hoodie and you're pretty much good to go. That's the heaviest you'll ever have to wear. But yeah, oh, when I say AMG, I'm referring to AniManGaki, which is the con that I guested at over the weekend. But yeah, that's the closest I've ever gotten to a monkey. And people, Daru warned me. She was like, hey, don't hold on to any food. And also, like, don't have your phone out too much because the monkeys will think it's for them and they'll try to steal it from you. Luckily, I never got harassed by any monkeys. But I did see other people get harassed by monkeys, and that was extremely entertaining. The monkeys here are wild. I saw one lady holding a bag of birdseed. I guess there's vendors like selling birdseed because there's a ton of pigeons and you can feed them if you want. I saw a monkey like attack this lady's bag, and she screamed, and all the birdseed fell out of her bag, and then all the pigeons like flew over to her area to eat it. It was chaotic, but it was really funny. And they also sell bananas, so you can feed the monkeys too. But the caves are gorgeous. That was the first time I think that I've ever been to like a huge open cave like that. I think I've always just thought of caves as very scary, and like I always think of those like underwater caves you see in horror movies. So the first time Daru was like, hey, you want to go to Batu Caves? My first question was, is it safe? Like, I'm not gonna die, right? She's like, no, you just walk in, like there's stairs. It's very safe. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And it was great. I had a good time. After that, I had my first fresh coconut ever. You know, where they like hack it up for you and they stick a straw in it and you just drink it like that. Oh, thank you for the sub, Chaos. Yeah, so afterwards we had coconut, and it was pretty refreshing, especially after that long walk that we did. But, you know, I don't know if I just got like a not good coconut, but it just tasted like water. Like it just, coconut water just tastes like water with like maybe some electrolytes in it. But I was just like, man, I feel like I'm just drinking water that's flavored a little bit. Some coconuts be like that. Oh, the coconut's too young? Okay, well maybe next time I'll try more coconuts. But I'm sorry, I know. I tried the coconut flesh too, and it also doesn't taste like what I expect coconut to taste like. It just tasted like gelatin. Like, I feel like I was just eating gelatin, but it didn't taste like anything. Oh, did I get a bad coconut? Damn. Well, that was my first coconut. It was refreshing, but I was like, oh, it doesn't taste like anything. I did have another coconut when I ended up trying durian, but it also just tasted like water. Like, it didn't taste like anything again. So I don't know if maybe it's not coconut season or something, or if I just keep getting bad coconuts. How was the durian? Okay, you know what? I'll skip ahead to the durian. So I ate durian. The con staff told me that every like foreigner that tries it has something to say about it. It has like something different to say about it. So okay, this is gonna sound weird. I actually quite like the smell of durian. I don't like the taste of it. I feel like the experience is usually the opposite, but the smell was fine. Like, we got to, I think we ate at a place called Durian King or King Durian. Everyone's so confused. Yeah, so we got like a King Durian, and then we got, oh no, sorry, we ate at a place called Durian Man, and then we ordered the King Durian, and then like another regular durian. And you know, I smelled it and I was like, this doesn't smell bad. I like it. Like, I walked right up to like the durian stall and I was just sniffing away because I was like, yeah, it don't smell that bad. It's like an interesting smell, but it's still fruity, right? Or you know what? Maybe they weren't the right durians. Maybe I didn't smell the super pungent durians. But also, there were like a bajillion of them, so it wasn't that bad. However, I ate it and I was like, okay, yeah, I don't like this. Durian has this very strange, like, savory umami taste to it. I can't describe it. It tastes like envelope paste, like envelope glue. You know when you like lick an envelope? When the durian hits the back of my throat, it tastes like envelope glue. like, yeah, the aftertaste. It just, it tastes like creamy, custardy, but like savory. I haven't eaten glue. I mean, like when you lick the envelope, when you put like a letter in, you know, back in the day before they had like the paper strip you could just take off, and you know what I mean? Anyways, your food takes are giving me a headache. I can't help it. I'm sorry. But yeah, it tasted weirdly savory. I don't know how I feel. Like, it wasn't a terrible taste. I wasn't like, blah. But when the envelope glue aftertaste hit, I did gag a little bit. But, you know, I managed to attempt like 3 pieces of it. And then I had to tap out. But, you know, okay. I think I did say I would probably like it more if it were frozen. However, I did end up trying like frozen, like durian ice cream later on that day. And I still didn't really like it. So I think it's one of those things where I have to try it more than once to really like it. Thank you, Cyberdoggo, for the sub. I think I have to try it again because the first time I was like, whoa, what am I eating? But yeah, it's an acquired taste. I think my palate is just not refined enough. I was shocked because one of the staff members, John, he was just eating them by the fistful. It was crazy. He was going ham on that durian. Very impressive. Candied durian supremacy. Yeah, if you candy anything, it'll taste better than the original. Okay. Anyways, yeah, that was my experience with durian. Let's go back to, what are we going back to? Let's go back to day 0. Let's see. For dinner, we ate at this place called Madame Kwan's. I tried this thing called the nasi bojari. And everyone I told to about this is like, that's not a thing. I think that's like a Madame Kwan invention. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. Also, thank you, Wihanen, for the sub. Yeah, I tried this thing called nasi bojari. It was amazing. I was gonna try nasi lemak. I was gonna order that, but then I saw someone else order nasi bojari, and I was like, oh man, that looks good. And I don't regret my decision. It was delicious. It was like a fried chicken leg, and there was some like beef. Oh, nasi bojari is only at Madame Kwan's? Okay, forgive me. I'm sorry. But yeah, I had that, and it was tasty. I also tried satay, which was tasty. What else did I try? There was like, Daru ordered like a ton of stuff, and I just sampled everything. But my favorite was definitely the nasi bojari. And I did end up trying nasi lemak on the night of day 1. I remember how Emily was into eating that chicken. Wait, were you there? Who is this? Reveal yourself. But yeah, it was really good. Oh yeah, sorry for the eye glitch. I had to rub my eye. What else? Okay. So then I went to bed. I'm trying to make sure I remember everything properly. The whole weekend went by like really fast. Isaac? Oh, hi, Isaac. Oh no. He was sitting right in front of me. He saw me eat the food. That's embarrassing. Okay, the Christian is... Okay. All right. Oh, John! Hi, John. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Everyone's here. The whole staff's here. All right. Okay, let's fast forward to day 1. All right, day 1. I also keep in mind, I woke up at like 7:30 a.m. every morning. I'm so proud of myself. Clap, clap, clap. So day 1, I woke up. What did I do? I got ready. Oh my god, I'm trying to remember. I'm getting nervous. I did not get breakfast because I wanted to go into the con and I wanted to see everyone set up and like go to all the booths. So actually, morning of day 1, I just went into the artist alley and I kept like, I just, you know, went through all the stalls and like took note of the stuff I wanted to get, and then I would buy a bunch of stuff. Thank you for the sub, C Daniel. Yeah, so I got a bunch of stuff, you know, suitcase full of them. I got way too many stickers, way too many washi tapes, and a couple prints, but it was great. What else? What did I do? Okay, you know what? Yeah. I'll skip to the exciting stuff. Everyone's here to check if you're criticizing Malaysian food. No! Only the coconuts. What happened? Yes. So, what did I have scheduled that day? Oh, I'm so sorry. My brain's not working right now. I had my panel that day, I'm pretty sure. Yes. I had... Oh, okay, yes. I remember now. So this was kind of an emotional... Oh my god, it was my birthday! How did it... I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Okay. It was actually my birthday on day one. I forgot. Yes, the 27th. So what happened? I had my panel that day and I was extremely worried because, you know, before I went to Malaysia, I was like, I don't know if I have a like fan base over there. Like, I don't know how many people are gonna know who I am. Boy, was I had a big storm coming. So I was getting ready for my panel. I was super nervous. I was just like rehearsing everything in my head of like what I was gonna say, but I was very nervous. And once we got to like the panel room, I like waited behind the projector screen, and I was really nervous. And Daru was like, "Hey, there's like a big line outside. It's like really queuing up." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And she showed me, and I was like, "Ah, no pressure." But the panel finally started, and I remember I stepped outside behind the screen, and the entire room was just filled to the brim, and the doors were open, and there were people like spilling out in the back. And I think the adrenaline just like sort of hit a peak because I immediately like burst into tears. I composed myself very quickly, and I don't think people noticed because I'm wearing a mask, but I was so worried that I like effed up the panel like right off the bat because I started crying immediately. But I recovered quickly. Okay, the panel went well. I wrote down notes to like remind myself of what I had to say. And then but I ended up forgetting some things just because like my head was, I was just like, all right, just keep going. Like, don't stop to look at your notes too much. Thank you for the sub, by the way. But yeah, everyone was so sweet. It was a really good panel. I talked about basically how I started YouTube and what I had learned from my experience of like being online for several years. And I thought it was good. I think I did it. Fun fact, I get really nervous when it comes to public speaking. And I know you might be like, Emily, you're public speaking right now, aren't you? But like, it's different because I get nervous if I can see the faces of people like staring at me while I'm talking. So, I mean, you know, even for streaming, I get nervous talking. You saw how this stream started. I forgot to unmute myself, for God's sakes. But I had just hoped that it was a good panel because I know people had been waiting. So, public speaking now, do it. But it was really nice. The staff were extremely helpful. Special thanks to Eddie, who at the end of the panel like surprised me with this like little gift bag with like plushies. It was very sweet. Afterwards, I went to the like guest room. I forgot what was I supposed to do there? But okay, a second memorable thing that happened that day, and I wish I could show like footage from like every piece of thing I'm talking about because I do have footage. However, I do plan on compiling some sort of like video with it because I had Daru record a bunch of stuff and she's gonna put everything in like a Google Drive and send it to me, and then I can like edit it all together. But yeah, you'll see it eventually, don't worry. But I had like a group photo thing, like a group stage photo scheduled for like the middle of the day. And I was like, what is this group photo thing? Like, and what is it? The staff were like, yeah, we want to, it's because some of the guests have to leave after day one, like MindaRyn, we want to make sure we can all get a group photo with the guests on stage at this random hour in the middle of the day. And I was like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. So I was getting ready for that in the guest room, but at that time, MindaRyn was doing her media interviews, and it was time for the group photo. And everyone was like, all right, Emily, it's time to get to the stage. Let's go. And I'm like, oh, shouldn't we wait for MindaRyn? Like, she has to be in the group photo too. She's doing the media interview. And they were like, no, she'll join us later. Come on over. And I was like, okay. So they rushed me over to the stage, and I was like, literally, where is everybody? And because I'm like, wait, it's where's Shirahama-sensei? Where's MindaRyn? Well, where's everybody? And the two MCs, who by the way were absolutely spectacular. The MCs at the con were twins. And they were really good cosplayers too. And this day they were cosplaying, I think, like Jack Sparrow and Luffy, because the theme of the con was pirates. But they were like, hey, welcome to the stage, Emirichu. And I was like, I thought this was a group photo. What is happening? So they pulled me on stage and they surprised me with a strawberry cake. And they had the whole like con floor saying happy birthday to me. And I cried. They got me good, okay? They set me up. They pulled a fast one on me. But it was really sweet. And I was like, oh my god, I wasn't expecting this. All right, and then, okay, get this. Right after they finished singing, you know, more emotional damage. They were like, all right, now we're gonna sing to you in our home language. We're gonna sing happy birthday in Malay. And then I cried again. Because it was so nice. And it was so beautiful. I wasn't expecting anything like that. So, sorry. Okay. But yeah, it was really, really sweet, and I really appreciated it. And the cake was delicious. They got strawberry cake, which is my favorite cake. I realize now that I was like, how they figured this out, but I realize it's like a big part of my branding. I mean, just look at me. But also, if I recall correctly, I think the night before, one of the staff members, Eddie, he was like, what kind of sweets do you like? And I was like, oh, I don't really like sweets that much. Like, I like fruit, I like strawberries. And he's like, oh, what about cake? And I'm like, oh, I only really eat strawberry cake. And you know, I just now like put 2 and 2 together. And I was like, oh, that's probably, oh, okay, I see now. But yeah, it was really sweet. I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that before. So that has become like a core memory now. It was amazing. It was very nice. Yeah, the staff and all of the attendees were extremely sweet. So yes, that was day 1. I'm like, oh, God, I should have written stuff down of everything I did. Thank you, Zach, for the sub. Yeah, okay. That's it. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I need to blow my nose. Ugh. Okay. Hello. Okay, so oh right, I forgot. Okay, so right after that whole like stage a birthday thing, RandoWis is in the chat. Where? Where? Let's see. After that, I did an impromptu signing at Studio Uraki's booth. Oh, speaking of which, special thank you to Studio Uraki. You know, it was actually also a coincidence that they were boothing at that con. I had no idea until they messaged me like after I announced my like guesting at AniManGaki, and they were like, hey, I'm actually having a booth there. And I'm like, wait, you're kidding? Are you serious? Because I think the last time I saw him was like in California. But he was like, hey, would you be interested in doing like a signing at our booth? If you want to make like a design or something, we can print them out for you, and you can pass them out for like free. So for those of you who ended up receiving that like mermaid Emmy with the Nasi Lemak, that drawing, like that print, you can thank Studio Uraki for that even like being a thing, because they were like, yeah, if you have anything you want to pass out, like we can print it because we're already in Malaysia. And I was like, sweet, okay. So I quickly whipped up that design, sent it over. And yeah, that's what I ended up signing and passing out to people during my signings. I only printed, I think, like 200 because I didn't know how many people to expect. So if you got one, you know, very lucky. There was only 200 of them. But also, if you couldn't get one, I'm really sorry. They sold out. Not sold out. I didn't sell them, but they ran out. The prints also sold out, but that particular like free print I was giving out ended up running out, I think, very early on in day 2 signing. But day 1 signing was great. I'm really glad that I ended up doing it because I don't think like one signing would have been enough if I had just stuck to the one that was scheduled. So big thank you to Studio Yuraki for lending me their booth that day. But yes, that signing ended up taking, I think, like 3 hours, which was sort of unexpected because I thought it was just going to be like a quick 1 hour thing. Not that I'm complaining. Everyone was so sweet. It was great. I got a lot of amazing, gorgeous fan art. It ended at almost 8 p.m. It got to the point where they had to kick us out of the hall, I think, because they had to set up for the nighttime stuff. So I ended up having to finish my signing like outside in like by the convention hall doors. But I got through it, and after that we got dinner. Oh yeah, the hall needed to close early. But yeah, a big thank you to the staff for helping out with that. Also, big thank you to Rando. He actually helped out a lot too. He helped out so much that I think one of the staff thought that he was staff or something. But yeah, he was an extremely big help. I didn't even ask him to, but it was very sweet and I appreciate it very much. I know you're watching, so thank you. But yes, MVP. What happened? We got dinner. I think we kept getting dinner really late at night, like every night, because, and someone mentioned this earlier, but the traffic in Kuala Lumpur is insane. So like we could see the traffic from our windows and it was insane. So wait, did you receive my fan art? I probably did, because I'm pretty sure the staff gave me, I have a huge pile of fan art, so it's probably in there. But yeah, the traffic was insane. So we actually had to wait it out until, like, in order to get dinner. So, you know, we ended up getting dinner at like 1 a.m., but it kind of makes it more fun, you know? Like super late night meal. What did we end up eating? Okay, anyone who was there for dinner day 1, can you remind me what we ate? Because I actually don't. Oh my god, how did I forget? Also, hi Enyen. Hi Enyen, welcome. All right, that was a night I had. How did I forget that? That was a night I had nasi lemak. So I did not know that eating nasi lemak at 1 a.m. is taboo, but no one stopped me. Okay, there were like 5 other Malaysians there. None of them stopped me. They were like, yeah, get that nasi lemak, girl. And I was like, okay. So we went to another mamak, and I ordered nasi lemak, and I also ordered a roti plate. So I got 2 things. Actually, you know, funny enough, I think I lost weight while I was in Malaysia. I don't know how, because I did eat quite a bit, but I had my first like Japanese health checkup like the day after I came back from Malaysia, and I was like 5 pounds lighter than usual. So I don't know what that is. I might have just burnt like a shit ton of calories like running around. It was the Batu Caves. It was a workout. I bet it was the Batu Caves. But yeah, I was worried. I was like, oh man, I just came back from like vacation. I just came back from Australia and Malaysia. Like they're gonna roast me at the health clinic. But no, I was like 5 pounds lighter. I don't know what it is. I still am. So I you know, thanks Malaysia, I guess. Yeah, maybe like the signing was like a workout. Lots of walking, most probably. Yeah, I think you're right. But yeah, I had nasi lemak at like 1 in the morning. And I had a Coke too. You know, just I had everything that was probably not good to eat at 1 in the morning, but I don't regret a damn thing. It was so good. That roti plate, oh my god. Oh, you know, okay, I actually can't handle spicy food in the slightest. I have really bad like spice tolerance, but sambal is actually like very delicious, but I can only eat like increments of it at a time. Like the flavor is incredible, but it's so freaking spicy. It hurts. Sambal ain't that spicy? What do you mean? Yeah, so, you know, I hate eating spicy food because a lot of times it's usually it's just spicy for the sake of being spicy. Like it's just meant to be painful and I don't like it. But sambar was like, yeah, someone said it was like sweet and spicy. It was like, I want to keep eating it, but it hurt. But it was really good. We're too used to it already. But yes, I love the peanuts. I love the sambar. I love the little what is it? Little anchovy thingies, the little dried fish. It was really tasty. And the coconut rice. It was so good. But yes, after dinner I passed out again. At my what is it? At my hotel. Okay, what else? What else happened? Oh, I forgot to mention Daitis actually, so he surprised me. Daitis ordered like flower delivery. Also, thank you CP-chan for the sub. He ordered like a bouquet of flowers and like had it delivered at the hotel for my birthday, and I was not expecting it at all. That was really sweet. They were pink roses, very pretty. I unfortunately could not bring them back with me from Malaysia, but they were gonna die anyway. But it was very sweet. I know, it was really nice. I turned to Daru and I was like, you suggested this to him, didn't you? And she was like, no, it was his idea. I just helped him get the hotel address. And I was like, wow, that's a surprise. Yeah, that was very sweet. Let's see. Okay, and then day two was extremely busy. I want to see Squid Man roast his girlfriend. Actually, he had put like he included a card, but I don't think I saw it. Like, I don't think they included the card, but he added a card, and if you opened it, it said, "Who care?" It's just like a funny little like inside joke, but I didn't see the card, unfortunately. That would have been really funny. But day two. But oh my god, wait, I forgot. Okay, and we watched MindaRyn's performance night of day one, and then we got dinner. Okay, sorry, I'm like getting everything mixed up. Let's see. Yes, the cake has been talked about. I did talk about the cake. Day two was super busy, but I'm blanking on everything I did because it was... Oh, okay, I remember now. So day two, I had a Q&A on stage. Let's see. Yeah. I had a Q&A on stage with the MCs who were dressed as JoJo characters. And I did a JoJo pose that was like back-breaking. Hold on, do I have a... I think I could show you. Give me 1 second. I have like, what, 10 minutes? Yeah, I can show. 1 second. I did a... the MCs looked so good. All right, let me just... Oh. That's me! That was me on stage, because they were like, hey, can you do the... Oh, here, there's more pictures. There's more pictures. Yeah, that was me on stage. Yeah, and this was them like showing me how to do it. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. They asked very good questions. It was nice. I remember I mentioned that I had eaten nasi lemak at 1 a.m. and everyone was like, oh my god, why? And I'm like, oh no, I did something wrong. But yes, the stage appearance was fun. And then right afterwards, I had to hurry on over to Rando's panel because unfortunately our things were scheduled at the exact same time. I wanted to do like, man, I had this planned and everything, but I ended up not doing it because I was worried that it would be like a hazard. But I wanted to do like an IRL like Twitch raid where I was like, all right, everyone go upstairs to the panel room. But there were so many people and I was like, I really want to get to the panel room like I don't want it to get too congested. So I got there, and it was a really good panel. He's much better at public speaking than I am. Oh my god, thank god you did it. Oh, okay, I guess I made the right choice. I felt bad though. I was like, man, I should have. But you know what? The staff would have probably hated me though. And he starts sweating. I'll do. You know what? I'll do it next time if the opportunity arises. But yeah, we what is it? Yeah, we sat in for the panel. Unfortunately, I also had to leave the panel early because I had like a media interview scheduled for what is it? I had a media interview scheduled like right when the panel would have ended, but the guest room that it was taking place in was like on the other side of the convention, so I had to leave like 5 minutes early. Yeah, CIGN and like a bunch of other, what is it? Bunch of other, what do you call them? Organizations? News outlets? I'm not sure. But that was really fun. I think I was nervous because I ended up like rambling way too much for every question. So if you were there and like interviewing me and I gave you like an SAT essay for every question you asked me, I am so sorry. I just wanted to make sure that I was thorough. Oh my god, how did I forget? Speaking of which, so on day 0, now you didn't ramble enough. On day 0, we actually we were on the air. We recorded for radio. That was my first time on radio. Yeah, I guess I'll plug them real quick too. Fifi from Fly FM, thank you so much. You were so sweet. It was such a comfy experience. I loved it very much. But yes, that was my first time on radio ever, and they were just like asking us questions about like, hey, how's Malaysia? What are you doing in Malaysia? How'd you get into anime? It was really fun. Also, I think the radio host like hit on Rando like 3 times. It was very entertaining. It was very fun. She was like, you remind me of my fiance, and he was like, oh. But yeah, that was a really fun experience. A lot of laughs. And hey yo, Fifi had him so much. Okay, I wasn't crazy. Flirts aesthetically, but no, yeah, Fifi was so cute. She was adorable. Oh, there was a couple people at the radio station that were also viewers. I had no idea, but they were really sweet too. Oh my god, they were so nice. She doing her job, yes. Let's see. What? Okay, yeah, sorry. I just remembered the radio thing, and I was like, yeah, that was really fun too. That was when I first met MindaRyn. Yeah. Okay. I'm remembering now. Where can I listen to the recording? Okay, honestly, I've been trying to search for it because I was like, man, I wanna hear what the final cut sounds like, but I don't know how to find it because obviously radio is like a live thing, and unfortunately when it like aired, we were doing panel stuff, so I couldn't actually tune in, but I wish I could. If anyone knows, if any staff knows how we can get a hold of that, please let me know. I would love to hear a snippet. We slowly regaining Emily's memory for her Sasuga chat. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then day 2 after the interview thing, I think I also did a signing at the panel room. No! Okay, sorry. Afterwards, we went to the Maid Cafe. Sorry. I'm remembering now. We went to the Maid Cafe. And the Maid Cafe was actually Anya themed, which was interesting. So they called it the Waku Waku Cafe. So all the maids were so cute. They were adorable. They were in these like floofy like maid outfits, and they were all dressed as Anya, and they were so cute. But you could order like performances. So I assumed that like the maids would come out together, right? I was so So you could order performances. What I didn't know was that when you order a performance, like it's each maid has their own individual performance that they do. I mistakenly believed that each maid knew how to do like the same performance. So I was sitting there like, give me all the maids. And they're like, pardon? And I'm like, yeah, give me all the maids. Also, I thought I wanted to pay for it, but you know, AMG staff are extremely, extremely stubborn. Damn you and your hospitality. But yeah, they ended up sneakily paying for it, and I couldn't fight them on it, unfortunately. I'm still salty about that. But yeah, they were like, if you want, you can order a performance from one of the maids. We have like, I think around like 6 right now available. And I was like, give me all of them. Because I thought all of them were gonna come out at the same time and perform. Like, that's what I thought it was gonna be. But it ended up being like an assembly line of Anya maids like doing their dances. It was very cute. It was so cute. But I felt really bad. Like I felt bad. I was like, oh no, I'm like worried I'm wasting their time. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Someone paid for John to get spoon-fed. That was really funny. He wasn't expecting that. Were you, John? But yes, that was fun. And then right afterwards, we went and saw Shirahama-sensei's live drawing panel. She, of course, did an incredible job. Yeah. The drawing I showed earlier, that she did that live. It was crazy. It was gorgeous. Beautiful. And then afterwards, I think I did my signing. Yes, I had a signing in the panel room right after. And I think this panel signing took like 2 hours. You know what? I wanted to keep going because but unfortunately, because it was the last day, like the venue was sort of like closing down, and they were like, we need to hurry this up. Also, again, MVP, thank you so much, Daru. Thank you so much, Eddie. Thank you, Rando. Thank you, everyone who was in there. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, Ash. By the way, birthday twin Ash, happy birthday. He had the same birthday as me, but he didn't want to say anything because he was like, oh, I didn't want to like bring too much attention to it. And I was like, no, it's your birthday too. We have to celebrate it. So happy birthday, Ash. Thank you so much for all your help. But yes, the staff was incredible. What is it? I'd like to say a big thank you to Isaac. No, Isaac! I keep thinking his name is Isaac. Isaac! I'm so sorry. I'm not used to these names. Thank you, Isaac. Gomen. I'm sorry. How do you say I'm sorry in Malay? I'm sorry. Am I good on time? Yeah. I could keep talking for like another 5 minutes. Isaac, I'm so sorry. But minta maaf. Minta maaf. Isaac. It was a really good signing session. But it got to the point where like Eddie was like, we're gonna have to like really speed this up, because otherwise we're gonna be here till like midnight. And I was like, okay, you do what you gotta do, please. So they had to really shorten like the time you could spend like at the signing. So you could only like take a picture or a selfie if you did it while I was signing. So I kept doing this thing where like because I had signed my name so many times, I was like, I could do this without looking. And so I looked up, like every time I received like a print to sign, I would look up at the camera and then sign it without looking at it. But funny enough, at one point, Isaac was like, hey, do you want to maybe like look at your signature more when you're signing? And I was like, are you saying it looks bad? And he's like, I'm like, you're roasting me right now at my own signing. But yeah, if you got like a wonky looking signature, I'm sorry. It was probably when I was like looking up. Yeah, it was a really good signing session. Everyone was so sweet. I had an amazing time. I received way more snacks than I know what to do with. And that wonky signature's limited edition. And actually, I wasn't able to bring all the snacks home. I requested AMG to mail me the snacks I could not take with me. Don't worry, I'm paying for shipping, okay? Because I know this is kind of outside of what you would normally do. But also, if I didn't give enough, please let me know. But yeah, I got so many snacks. I should have, next time I'll have to bring a check-in bag. I didn't bring a check-in bag because I don't like bringing like more luggage than I need. And I was like, well, you know, half of my regular carry-on luggage is still empty, so if I decide to buy anything, it'll fit. I absolutely did not take into account people giving me things because I wasn't expecting that at all. I thought maybe like, oh yeah, I might get some fan art here and there, but that should fit in my luggage. And I wasn't expecting like the entire bags of Super Ring and like the sesame buns and all the tasty looking snacks. Of course, me, what, Emily? I didn't know. So I brought back what I could, but the rest, I'm just gonna have to wait for it. But yes, I did try Super Ring. It's very good, but dangerously addicting. I sent a picture of the snacks to Ditus, and he was like, bitch, I'm on a diet. What are you doing to us? And I'm like, I know. We have to like lock them away when they finally get here. Yeah. It's not my fault. I didn't get the snacks. But yeah, some of the snacks I actually had to hand off to the staff because I'm like, this is way too much. I don't know how I'm gonna eat all of this. But yeah, and then yeah, the next day, it was very good end to the con. The next day, Daru took me and Rando to a stationery shop. With Audrey, who is one of Daru's friends and is also, I think she is on the staff for a Comic Fiesta. But we went to a bunch of stationery stores, and it was great. The stationery stores are beautiful. There's one store that has like 3 cats, but they were sleeping at the time we came there, so I couldn't say hi to the cats, unfortunately. But very cool concept, stationery store with a bunch of pet cats. And then that's when I had durian. Thank you for the sub, by the way, JX. And then we had to say goodbye to Rando because his flight was that day. And then I think that's about it. Then I spent the rest of the day with Audrey, Daru, and John. Oh my god! Okay, hold on. I might have to save this topic for another day. I got a full body massage because I was like, well, it's been like a long weekend. I think I deserve a full body massage. So I got one for me, Daru, and John. And turns out full body massages are not for me because I am ticklish at like literally every part in my body. And I'm pretty sure the masseuses were talking shit about me in Thai because every time I squirmed or laughed, they would like turn and murmur to each other. And I was like, oh my god, no, I'm making them mad. I can't help it though. Yeah, so I think maybe I'm just not a good massage customer. I remember after I paid, they were like, okay, they're gonna start by washing your feet, and I was like, no. Say it isn't so. So yeah, I basically paid money to get tortured for like an hour straight, but I guess it was relaxing. Daru really enjoyed it, so that was nice. Yeah, you know, I can tell Southeast Asians are built different because I think in the last 5 minutes of the massage, I felt like they were beating the shit out of me. And I turned to Daru and I was like, man, that part hurt, huh? And Daru was like, I could do that forever. And I was like, oh, okay, damn. I guess I'm just weak. But yeah, that was my experience. I actually have to get going pretty soon. Yeah, I think I'm just not used to like strangers like touching my arms and legs. Like I wanted it to be relaxing, but I kept like laughing. So big apologies to the massage people just trying to do their job and having to deal with an electric eel for an hour straight. But yeah, I do plan on making a video about it because I did have a great time. I definitely want to come back next year. I mean, I'm not saying like, please invite me again. I'm just saying, you know, if you want, I'm open. I'm open to it. Teehee. Okay. Thank you so much for everyone that showed up to the signing, and thank you to everyone who came to this stream to hear me talk about it, even if you weren't there. I appreciate it. But yes, I think I'll have to end stream right now because I actually have to go. But I need to see, is anyone streaming right now? Is there anyone that I can raid or reno? Oh! Juby! I am... Okay, let's see. Juby. Do you guys know Juby? Jubyphonic? Connor, but you already raided him? Yeah, Connor, he doesn't need my raid. Look at that man. He's at the top right now. Just send us queen. Jubyphonic. Okay, I'm gonna... Juby has like 56 viewers right now. Let's go raid Juby. /raid. Tell her I said hi. I remember listening to her covers like way back when. And... Oh, thank you for the sub. Okay, yeah, we're gonna go raid. Say something nice. I gotta go. Wait! Okay. Okay, they have... Alright, apparently the channel is intended for mature audiences, so I hope that's okay. Alright, let's go raid! Thank you so much for coming! Until next time, I might do a work stream later tonight. Okay, goodbye!